Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening? Welcome back to each and every single one of you. So it's going to be a hot one here in the UK, but I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying, the summer, because I know it does vary, around the world, but majority of my viewers are either from the USA, which the weather can actually, dramatically change, dependent on what part of the continent you're on. But yeah, in the UK, it tends to be pretty much the same. So today, guys, what I want to talk about at the start of the video is just how dead Vanguard is. I'm actually trying to get into a game mode, and it takes that long, to find a match. Pretty much everybody who's playing this game just wants to play, Ship House. Now, I don't even know why it went to All Out Blitz, because I always click on Ship House. So I'm playing off-peak here. Like I said, it's hot in the UK, so pretty much nobody's playing video games. But even when, it's on peak, it's very rare that anybody in my chat is actually talking, English. Even, why doesn't he even put me against, Europeans? It's like I'm playing, wherever they can get anybody from, worldwide. So this isn't a live gameplay. You will see towards the back end of this video, I'm actually checking, people's pings, and there's like people with 200, 300 ping in, which 0.3 of a second, when you're playing an FPS game is just ridiculous. It shows the amount of strength of skill-based matchmaking in this game. It's like participation trophy kind of madness. That, oh, look, here you go. Well done for taking part. And it's such a bad life lesson, to hold people's hands and make them believe they're better at something than what they are. Because when they go out into the big, real world, if you go and get a job somewhere and you suck, they will sack you. That's how it works, eventually. So, hand-holding for me is just completely wrong. First time I've ever played this map in the background, guys, and today what we're going to be talking about is the Modern Warfare 2 beta. So, the Modern Warfare 2 beta is actually being leaked by, I think it's Ralph's Valve, and that beta will take place in September the 15th. I think a PlayStation exclusive weekend, all that kind of crap, which, if it's a beta, they should just release it, to everybody. It shouldn't be a beta you have to pay to get access to. It's the traditional, Activision, yeah, come and participate in our beta, but you've got to pre-order the game, but please give us all the feedback, it's very valuable. Well, if it was that valuable feedback, number one, they wouldn't monetize a beta, it's a scumbag thing to do. And number two, the beta would be way, and this is kind of the main meat and potatoes of the video, the beta would be a lot further away than a month. They can't do anything in a month. I think it was in Black Ops 3 where they actually did a beta close to release. They changed things during the beta, but when the actual full game come out, the changes in the beta weren't even there. So that shows you, the beta, they don't even, it's purely for marketing. Because they changed things in the beta, and then when Black Ops 3 come out, they'd forgot to implement the changes into the final game. So then they had to do a day one patch. And yeah, a beta isn't an actual beta. Look at all these campers here, get wrecked, everybody. A beta isn't really a beta unless it's probably 6 months before the game gets released. Overwatch 2's got an ongoing beta now. Again, it's a free-to-play game, but you've got to buy these, things to actually get involved in the beta. So, at least Overwatch is doing it way before the game comes out, and they're actually giving themselves time, to implement the changes. But, a typical Call of Duty beta isn't a beta. It's a marketing tool to get people to pre-order the game. That's essentially what it is. A beta would be out at least 6 months before a game. And there's always going to be all these people going, oh, it is a beta, it's a beta, shut up, you hater. You've got to look at what's happened before in previous Call of Duties, They can't even get the game ready, in 3 years of development because they have a 3-year development cycle now. Even when the games had a 2-year development cycle, the betas were still coming out at the same period, and it's never changed anything. So do you really think that after spending a full 3 years to make the game, they're going to be able to implement any changes a month before the game gets released? And then even I think it's around 2 weeks, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, 2 weeks before a game gets released, it's actually got to go to, all the platforms to actually get, what is it they call it now? It actually gets kind of verified by them, before they release it on their platforms to make sure that it's compatible. Can't remember the exact words, so somebody please let me know in the comment section. But, while Call of Duty is kind of having this handheld mechanic with skill-based matchmaking, it's always going to be garbage. It's always going to be garbage when it's got kill streaks. What happened to score streaks? Score streaks was an amazing system because it made, certain game modes like you've seen here, Hardpoint, actually playable. Because all you've got on their team is people just camping, getting kill streaks, camping for kill streaks. They don't care at all about playing the objective. and it ultimately ruins it. And as you can see, I'm doing actually pretty bad, and I'm not enjoying myself at all. Like I said, I don't play this game. I only play the game to get content so I can talk over it, you know, and give you guys and girls at home, you know, a fair reflection of how terrible this video game is. And while we continue to, you know, have, you know, Call of Duty in this handheld kind of, you know, situation, you know, skill-based matchmaking, blah, 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 you know, people are just going to sit like that guy was, you know, aiming down sights. And, you know, at this point in the game, I'm like, this isn't fun. I'm trying to play the objective. People's camping for kill streaks. You know, what is the point of me running around? Get killed by this whatever gunner it is, ball gunner, turret, or whatever. And I'm like, this isn't fun. I've kind of got it warped into my mind now to even slide cancel, which is just pathetic anyway. Get killed again. I'm like, yeah, I've had enough of this game. But yeah, anybody who's dumb enough to actually think that it's a real bait, you know, GG's to you. You know, you're going to end up working probably in a low IQ job, you know. So, yeah. Call of Duty, it's in a mess, but, you know, ultimately they get away with it because people just believe what they're going to say. Look at that, you know, 200 ping, and he's second on his team. It just shows you, you know, the game is complete trash. Call of Duty's trash. The community lets him get away with making a trash game, and it's never going to change, you know. But multiplayer's pretty much dead anyway now because of Warzone. You know, it's true. It's true. Love you all. Bye-bye.